Alright. I actually did get a shiny Dondozo. There you go. So, I actually decided I wanted to try to get a Jumbo Mark shiny Dondozo, since Dondozo is the third largest Pokemon with an asterisk base size. So I didn't get the Jumbo Mark. What I ended up getting was just slightly bigger. This was the first time I actually wanted to try to get a Jumbo Mark. And clearly I didn't. Maybe one day I'll go back and actually try to get a Jumbo Mark shiny Dondozo, but for now, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon, because, my god, did it suck to hunt for shiny Dondozo. Hunting in that lake is not fun whatsoever. The 30-minute sandwich took more like 45 minutes to an hour. With all the Veluzas and then, you know, knocking out 60. Oh my god, it's not fun to hunt there. So maybe one day I'll revisit this hunt and try to get a shiny Jumbo Mark. But for now, that's not happening anytime soon. So it turns out, in order to get a sandwich, a water type sandwich with the Jumbo, like the Humongo boost, Humongo power, you actually need 2 spicy Herba Mysticas, obviously Cucumber, but that's it. You cannot add butter to it. So it has to be 2 salty Herba Mysticas and Cucumber, or whatever water stuff works. So I couldn't give myself unlimited sandwich boost for it, because, you know, 1 salty Herba Mystica would have to come from my game, because I can't use butter. You see here, I use butter as a filler so that I don't use any of the Herba Mysticas in this game. But I can't do that. So 1 Herba Mystica had to come from this game, and then 1 had to come from the other game. And that's basically, you know, the cheapest way I could have done it. Instead of using 2 spicy Herba Mysticas here in this game, I instead connected to my other Switch, and I used one spicy from each game. So, you know, if I were to get a shiny, it would only cost me 1 spicy Herba Mystica instead of 2. Does that make sense? Because the other Switch I would reset over so I don't lose any Herba Mysticas. In this game, instead of using 2, I connect to my other game, and, you know, I use 1 from each. But yeah, I got a slightly bigger than average shiny Dondozo, so no Jumbo Mark. Maybe one day. I mean, for God's sake, we saw how long it took Shiny Catherine to get her Jumbo Mark shiny Farigiraf. So seeing how long it took to actually get that, yeah, no thanks. Not anytime soon. So I am absolutely exhausted today. I am so tired today. I woke up early today in order to get to work early because, you know, we had to open the doors a little bit earlier today. There were these guys from Bell. They wanted to take a look at some of the wires inside the store. It had nothing to do with us. You know, it was because the unit beside us, the store beside us, they were doing some sort of thing with the phone line or whatever. And then the wires, like, went above our store or went into our store or whatever. So the people from Bell needed to come into our store to take a look. And we just refused their entry. Because it's like, well, it's work hours right now. You know, what if a customer comes in and then you guys are blocking the way of business? Or like, you guys come in and something breaks, or whatever happens. Do you guys have insurance? Like, does the Bell or whatever, whoever you work for, have insurance? Like, that kind of stuff. So we refused to let them in. So a compromise was, if you come early before the work hours, we'll let you in to do whatever it is you need to do. But, you know, work hours? Nah, yo ass ain't coming in. To the point even, you know, mall management had to get involved, like, hey, can you just let these guys come in and work? It's like, no. It's working hours right now. What if a customer comes in? And you know, it's absolutely bullshit why it only happens to our store. Like, a lot of times, this isn't the first time this happened. This happened a lot of times before, where, completely unrelated to us, someone would need to come into the store to take a look at some wires or do whatever. It's like, it only happens to us because of the store surrounding us. So it's like, yo, that's bullshit. We're minding our own business, and then the store unit next to us is doing whatever they're doing, and, you know, now we gotta deal with it as well. We gotta let some unknown people come into our store, do God knows what. Right? Like, it's bullshit. That's unfair. We have nothing to do with it, and yet we get roped into it. So anyways, yeah. I had to wake up early this morning in order to get to work early so that these guys can come in, do whatever they needed to do before, you know, the working hours. So I'm very tired today. I woke up at 9 o'clock, and then, you know, I didn't end up eating until like 1:30 in the afternoon. Because once those guys left, you know, it got busy. Got a little bit busy. You know, something I can't stand people doing is, well, obviously, them trying to talk down the price when they have more than enough to afford it. So what happened earlier today, I wasn't the one dealing with these customers, my sister was. Hold on, I feel a burp coming. I had a big dinner tonight. We went out for dinner. So this, like, older married couple came in. What she wanted was a pair of color contacts. We sell those, like, just a pair for 20 bucks. It lasts for a month, okay? So, obviously, if you want 2 pairs, that's 40 bucks. The dude was just like, come on, give me discounts. Like, and he even had the nerve to, like, wink at my sister, like, please, come on, give me that discount, please. It's like, no, 2 is 40. 1 is 20, 2 is 40. Like, am I crazy, or does that just make sense? You buy 2 of the same thing, you pay 2 times the price. Because you're buying 2, right? Shit, if that wasn't the case, my house would be filled with expensive stuff like computers, gaming consoles, cooking softwares, cooking, you know what I'm trying to say, cooking softwares. So, to me, it just makes sense. You buy 2 of the same thing, you pay 2 times the price. You know, it's 2 for the price of 2, right? I'm not crazy. So then this dude had the nerve to hand us a $100 bill, like, man, you had more than enough to afford it. Why the fuck you talking down the price with us, huh? But anyways, so I actually got 3 shiny Pokemon today in Pokemon Go. I first caught a shiny Chikorita. I think this is my second shiny Chikorita ever. The first one I got was in Pokemon Go, and now the second one ever is also in Pokemon Go. I just, you know, never had any reason to ever shiny hunt for a Chikorita. Yes, you can argue, you know, shiny hunting every starter in this game, but I clearly didn't do that. See, what actually happened was, you know, this was after work. Just before going to dinner tonight, I went to the grocery store right next to it. Right as I was entering the grocery store, bam, shiny Chikorita. And then, after we left the grocery store, basically at the exact same spot, bam, a shiny Pineco. And then after dinner, right as I was leaving the restaurant, bam, a shiny Grimer. So I got 3 shiny Pokemon today in Pokemon Go. Literally, like, not even 2 hours ago. And you know, speaking of shinies, well, that's all I got today. So, I made a mistake earlier today. So today I was supposed to spend majority of the day not only hatching the rest of the Pansear eggs, which I did, I was also supposed to start collecting Panpour eggs, but there was a problem. First, let me lay down some background knowledge, or just some lore tidbits. So, I still have my friend's 3DS. He let me borrow it, basically indefinitely, because, you know, he doesn't play on it. And he knows my loser ass does. So he let me borrow his 3DS indefinitely. And I'm kind of, you know, this is a bit of a dick move of me. I'm thinking like, well, if I do stuff on his 3DS instead of mine, you know, that's less wear and tear on mine, right? I know that's a bit of a dick move, right? But he doesn't use it. So, I brought my friend's 3DS with me to work today. Obviously, I play it when it's not busy, right? So, I brought only his 3DS out today, and then I remembered, like, oh shit. I hatched all the Pansear eggs now. I don't have Pokemon Home to move out all the Pansears in order to make space to collect Panpour eggs. So I figured, like, shouldn't his 3DS have Pokemon Bank? Let me just real quick put it into his temporarily, and then I'll move everything back afterwards when I get home. And so his 3DS wasn't connected to the Wi-Fi, so I tried to go into the settings. It turns out he has the parental pin settings set up. I asked him, like, do you know what it is so I can connect to the internet real quick? He said he doesn't know. He doesn't remember. He didn't even know there was a parental pin. I'm just like, well, now I'm screwed. So what I did instead was I just manually, by hand, released a handful of boxes of Pansears in order to make some space to begin collecting eggs. So yeah, I made that blunder today. I didn't realize I needed both 3DSs in order to prepare for the next hunt. Oh well, it's not a big deal, right? It's just time consuming, less convenient. Which, you know, what did I say about convenience breeding laziness, right? They were all going to be released anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So there was a bit of news today that might mean I need to do a little bit of something. How's the hunting? Boring. It's a slow process. But it's fine. This kind of this style of hunting allows me to do stuff in the background, periodically looking at the screen for a yellow fish. So yeah, a little bit of news came out today that might mean I need to do some preparing. So there are rumors right now that there is going to be a shiny Rayquaza Terra raid coming soon. Whether we can catch it or not, we don't know yet. You know, it's rumored. It looks like it's something that's coming out in Japan first. So it's still rumored, nothing has been officially announced. We don't know if we can catch it yet. If we cannot catch a shiny Rayquaza in front of us, that'd be a pretty dick move. So let's assume it can indeed be caught. Well, I have multiple Pokemon files, or like multiple Switch user files, where I'm at post-game, but I haven't yet unlocked the, like, you know, higher tier Terra Raids. So if it turns out we can indeed catch it, well, I'm not going to waste the opportunity. I'm going to play in my other files to the point I can access the higher tier raids so that I can actually catch it in multiple files. So I need to do that. I could technically have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 shiny Rayquazas if, you know, we can actually catch it. It's not the first time? Really? I don't know, maybe the leaked little, like, promotional art thing was just for the shiny Rayquaza, like, giveaway afterwards? Because people are theorizing, what if it's kind of like the Zeraora event in Sword and Shield, where you do not Terra Raids, you do max raids, you cannot catch it, but the gimmick is, if the entire fan base as a whole takes down enough of it, a shiny will be distributed. A shiny will be distributed. So people are saying, what if it's like that? I mean, I don't see that being impossible. Ooh, look! Oh! Yo! We got it! Level 100 shiny Magikarp! We got it! Yes! Oh! Yeah, we actually got it! Shiny level 100 Magikarp! Yeah! I don't know what to say. We did it! How many phases? I gotta check. Look at that! Shiny level 100 Magikarp! That's the first shiny tonight. I've only been here for not even 20 minutes. Well, I'm not going to waste the rest of the sandwich. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, we actually got it! That's insane! Alright, let's see. Obviously, it started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I'm gonna count these ones. 8, 9, 10, not this, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, not this, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, not this, 39. So, it took 39 to get the level 100. So if you want to exclude these two, or no, 3, 36. So if it's actually, if the odds really are 1 in 37, then we got that under odds. We got it at number 36 for the Magikarps. Once again, I don't know where that number came from. I don't know where 1 in 36 being the odds came from. But if it really is 1 in 37... Did I just say 1 in 36? If the odds really are 1 in 37, then I got the shiny level 100 at 36 Magikarps. That's actually below odds. Ugh. You know, I'm wondering, did my parents hear that? They hear me screaming in this room like a lunatic? More than likely they did. So the odds of what just happening? Oh, you have to turn down the volume? I don't blame you. So the odds of what just happened actually happening are like 1 in 25,000 something. Level 3 Sparkle, Shiny Charm, and the supposed 1 in 37 odds. My odds of actually finding that just now were like 1 in 25,000 something. Oh, it's over. You know, I was really scared. No, it sadly didn't have a mark. I was really scared this hunt would take a long time. And it didn't take too long, actually. Yeah, see, sadly doesn't have a mark. It's proud of its power. That's not the button I meant to press. Excuse me. I got back from dinner not long ago. You're excited for the Terra raid? Yeah, me too. I really hope it's gonna be a 7-star Terra and catchable. Like, I feel like they completely wasted the potential with the Dialga and Palkia 5-star raids. Alright, I can forgive the Walking Wake and Iron Leaves being 5-star Terra raids, but a Palkia and a Dialga 5-star raid? We got a Dondozo 7-star raid before even getting the 7-star Dialga and Palkia. How does that make sense? A random-ass Dondozo. So, what do I do now? Do I end this right as the sandwich ends? Do I do more, even though I already got what I'm here for? Like, what do I do now? I don't have anything else to do tonight. I may be super tired today, but, you know, the moment I lie in bed, I'm not gonna fall asleep. It's still too early. You know what's the annoying thing? If you missed out on Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, it's impossible to complete the dex unless you trade. Well, I guess we just need to have patience. Surely they'll come back in some future game, right? Wouldn't really make sense for them to, but surely they have to come back in a future game. Yeah, that's why I, put in the effort to replay the entire goddamn game again on a different profile, just so I can actually catch another one for, living Dex purposes. But I realize not everyone has that luxury, or the time. Not everyone has the luxury of being able to afford a Pokemon Home subscription every year. Not everyone has the time to, play through the entire game a whole second time just to get one Pokemon. You know what I'm still waiting for? After, what, 3 years? I'm still waiting for Enamorus to show up in literally any other Pokemon game. I mean, this is literally the only Pokemon game so far after PLA. The reason I'm waiting for Enamorus to come up again, not only to shiny hunt it, but to get one in a regular Pokeball, not the Hisuian, ancient Pokeball style. I'm waiting to get an Enamorus in a modern day regular Pokeball for my living Dex. I was hoping I could use Pokemon Go for that, but the Enamorus Elite raids, well, they could only be caught in Premier Ball, so that didn't count. I mean, I suppose if I turn this off after this sandwich in 6 minutes, I could get some Persona New Game Plus in, or I could just continue to collect Panpour eggs. So by the end of the Sword and Shield life, they made all the Gigantamax available in raid dens. I hope they do something similar for Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield? Pff, for Scarlet and Violet. I imagine they will. Did they really? I don't remember that. I haven't done max raid dens in Sword and Shield in a long time. The only reason I replay those games is for Dynamax Adventures. In this game, I haven't gotten anything recently but shiny water type. Look at all the recent water type shiny I've got. Starting here, well, actually not counting these two. Everything else has been water types. Very well hydrated. I'm really glad, of course, I'm really glad that I got the shiny Magikarp just now. That means I can move on. I can do something else. There's a game I've been meaning to technically revisit since, let's see, since, April. End of March, April. I was actually planning to play it here a lot sooner, but then plans changed. I ended up doing something else. So I was actually going to do it soon, but I wanted to try this hunt. So I was afraid this hunt might take a very long time, and that game that I want to revisit would be pushed back even further. Thankfully, now that I'm done this, I can, I can start that one. You know, I'm actually kind of thinking I will end this, like, right after this first sandwich. Like, in, like, 3 minutes. Just cause, well, I got what I wanted. I achieved what I set out to do. Anything else after this is just, I don't know, wasting time. Like, there's nothing else for me to do. I'm sure as hell not gonna go for a second one. And unless I get any progress in on Persona 4 New Game Plus, I'll never be able to stream New Game Plus unless I play through the game again, right? So that I actually know what I'm doing when I play the game again. Yeah, I don't need to make this longer than it needs to be. I got the shiny. We're done here. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit sad we never got a shiny Gyarados through this. It would have been disappointing, but it still would have been cool as hell to see. Just, you know, in the process of shiny hunting a Magikarp, a red Gyarados shows up in this little ass pond. Would have been cool to see. Sadly, that never happened. You know, when I mentioned that Dondozo was like the last thing in this game I wanted to shiny hunt, because I basically hunted everything else, well, there was actually one more that I completely forgot about. And I only care to hunt the middle stage evolution, just because I like the middle stage evolution shiny. And that being Fracture. I don't care to hunt for a shiny Axew or Haxorus. Yes, I know. Haxorus. I want a shiny Fracture because of the blue. So after shiny Fracture, it's like, well, now I really don't have anything left to hunt in this game. Unless I assemble the Avengers and I go and do the Ogre Ousting to finally get that shiny Munchlax. Which I never did. I never did, because I never got enough players to actually come together and help me do that. Well, I think I'm going to end this here. The sandwich is up. I got the shiny. Derpy is gone. I think I'm going to end this here. This tiny little tiny little body of water gave me a shiny level 100 Magikarp. You guys ever wonder what would happen if you just drain out tiny bodies of water like this? Maybe you could build a BMX track here. Let me check. Nope, no fracture outbreak there. Or what about over at the terrarium? What about... No, no fracture outbreak here. let's just take one last look at it. It's insane. And then here's a regular one. Well, at least I got the completed set. It does have today's date, right? I'll be heartbroken if it turns out it has the wrong date. Nope, that's today. The day after Election Day. Alright, I'm gonna end this here. Keep it short and sweet. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time for whatever I decide to shiny hunt next. Okay, bye.